So here we go. Stephanie, Pamela, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview. I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this chat very much. I think I'm pretty sure I'm going to laugh a hell of a lot. You guys are just funny on top of everything else. But thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you. We are so honored.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. So, just a little bit, who is Stephanie and who is Pamela Chibwe? I know all about you guys. I know you guys have a salon, Beauty Garden Salon Lounge. That's a mouthful, by the way. And then I know you have a boutique as well. Yeah. It's really a mouthful. I know you have a boutique as well. One of the things that actually inspired me to do this was you, Stephanie, on your Instagram, because I've followed you for quite a while. You featured a couple of women. I think it was a few months ago. You were featuring a couple of women telling their stories, which was very inspirational.
Oh yeah, that was so good.
Yes, that was absolutely cool. It's very inspirational. Someone out there just telling women's stories. I know you guys also have done Miss Zambia. Stephanie, you were hosting, and Pamela, you were judging, if I'm correct. But you see now, I'm telling your story instead of you telling your own story.
Miss Universe Zambia.
See. This is what happens.
Yeah, I'm looking at stuff like, okay.
Okay, so this is what happens when I'm telling your story instead of you telling your story. So please tell us your story.
Okay, so I think I'll give to Steph, right? Or should I? All right. Pamela Chibwe. I'm the firstborn of 4, and Steph is the third, and the lastborn, Bessie, is in South Africa.
Okay. Are you 4? Why did I always think you were 3?
Say, I'm sorry.
I thought you were 3 for some reason. I didn't realize you were 4.
Oh, we actually 4. We have 1 boy. And we have 3 girls.
Okay, all right. That's good to know.
I'm the firstborn.
Yes.
I'm the firstborn. And yeah. I'm the firstborn, and Steph is the third. And we have a boy who lives his own life. And Bessie is in South Africa. And that's the mother to the little girl I'm always with, Amora Rose.
Yes, the pretty little girl.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so short story. Who is Pamela? Well, I sometimes I never know really what to say when people ask me that. I would love to think Pamela I'm the of my sisters that I love so much.
Yeah.
And I love to think of them as my... And through grafting in life, I learned how to work for myself. Through the years, I brought in my sister Steph, who is a friend now, grown.
Okay.
And she's yeah.
She's a what? Sorry?
A pen in the egg.
Wow, okay. That's good to...
Yeah, so Beauty Garden Salon was born about 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Okay, you're gonna start correcting me now. Can you tell the story? Okay.
Okay.
Beauty Garden was born about more than 15 years ago. When my parents died, someone loved what I used to do from home. Obviously, I was doing it just from home. And from boarding school, I was at Wombo Secondary School.
Oh my word, you were at Chiwambo.
Someone empowered me, and
I was at Chiwambo Secondary School. That is very strange. I was at Chiwambo Secondary School. Wow.
It was a good school, hey? It was a good boarding school, I must add. Everything I know, I think, with my life today comes from being at the boarding school.
Yeah.
To take care of myself, to be independent, and to just know how to program my life. So anyway, so obviously at Womba Secondary School, we used to do the school pageants and all that. I used to do that behind the scenes and all. And then years later in school, I started doing it from home. And someone thought, hey, why don't you make a business? So I thought, hey, why not? So I started it. And then probably only 4 years, I wouldn't say I had the experience, but I just followed. I just went with my, with my guts, just knowing that I need to survive. And of course, there are passion behind it. I love doing what I do today. Then I think slowly I started, when I started teaching people after I had the experience, I started teaching people what to do and so on. Then at the time, Steph and Bestie were in school. By the time Steph was finished school, she joined me to the salon. The only sad part is that she do hair, but she's my manager in everything I do, finance, is how to manage advertising and all.
Okay, all right.
And she's my friend. Within those years, I've always loved fashion behind all. And
judging,
I started traveling to Hong Kong.
Yeah, judging by your fashion sense, you really do.
From home.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I started selling from home, and Steph would be there helping me selling from home, writing down all money would collect, how to manage, what did I make, what did I say, etc. And so one day we sat down and I said, Steph, you are good at this part of the business, good creator behind it, like I'm more creating side of the garments and so on, and of course we still discuss it with Steph if we have to bring in something so
okay
on. So then she said, all right, let's partner up. Yeah, so we put money together, and the Closet Boutique was born in North Mid, upstairs, where the old Beauty Gardens was.
Okay.
That's how many years ago now? 2010. 2010, the Closet Boutique born, as in it had a fixed
address,
location.
Okay, that sounds like an interesting story, Jeepers.
Yeah.
So basically, you've in both businesses, you've got
so much.
So basically, in both businesses, you've been doing this for what, 15 years or so?
No, the Closet was born there, but it was founded at home.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. Let me just go back to one. You mentioned something before, and this is also something that I've read around you guys. You mentioned, and please, if I overstep, I apologize. You mentioned your parents passing, and you kind of, I've seen this on your accounts as well. You kind of taking over. Just a little bit about that, because I think one of the reasons I do this is so that we can show the youth that there's issues out there, but there's issues and we're able to overcome that. And I mean, in Africa, there are so many child-led houses. Just for us to be able to go to you say, you know what, it's normal, you can overcome it. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Yes, it's very difficult, but it is something that happens quite a lot. It would be actually very nice and inspirational for them. But please, just a little bit about that. How was that experience for you, having to take care of the whole 3 other children, apart from you being a child yourself?
Okay. To be honest, it's tough because you're a child yourself, and it was tough. But when you laugh, it makes it easier. And why are you answering my question? Okay. Yeah, but I'm thinking I'm answering myself. Jesus Christ.
My word. Okay.
I was there. You took care of me. Obviously, so you're there in my team. All right. Yeah, it's tough, but to be honest, for me, I think it beats it all. Love makes you do things that you didn't think you could, you know. And
Sure.
I really think if you stand your ground and right is, you know.
Yeah.
So if you have to survive and do something, but there should always be passion behind it.
True. That is very true. And
You know that it was a lot of very trying times because we really have anyone, to be honest, except there was one rule that I live by, and I still live by today. It is when I look back and I look at some situations and I tell myself, I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like and how it ended, you know.
Yeah.
So I will try and follow the right steps and not flow with what everybody's doing. For me, even if it doesn't suit me and it doesn't suit the people that I love and it always hurts, I will not do it. So no guidance, no parents. I just knew to follow the simple rules in life, which were to save, take care of my family, and do what is right. And because I love them so much, I've always wanted to be the best example to them.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's very nice. And you've mentioned something again, and this is something that many kids get lost in, or many younger ones. And I'm sure you've seen how much suicide there is, and teenage suicide, or even kids in their 20s and even going into their 30s. Well, they're not kids anymore, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
But being true to yourself and, like you say, follow the simple things in life. We overcomplicate things so much, I think, when it's really that simple.
I think we complicate life a lot.
Yeah. No, that's very good to hear. So out of all this, you decided this is not going to be the definition of me and my family, and you still went and you built 2 successful businesses. I'm saying 2 with sort of like inverted commas because you also do other things. Tell us a little bit about these other things that you do. You mentioned Miss Universe Zambia just now.
For those kinds of events, it's always a patient when society recognizes your, what's the word? Now I need your help. Now you want, when they recognize your capabilities. Oh, yes, your capability. Yes, and it's always an honor. I've never had any hands to make those events, but I've always been invited on the panel of judges, which has always been an honor whenever I am selected to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, it sounds
and
like...
I know a lot of people always think that I do a lot of that. I can't take credit for what I haven't done. But I've always just been selected to be on the panel of judges, which has always been an honor.
Okay, that sounds very good. So was Miss Universe Zambia the first one you sort of did, or have there been others as well?
A few years ago when Cynthia Caleb was doing the Miss, what was it? Zambia Supermodel. I was on the panel of the judges on that for the whole season.
Okay, these are very great honors, though. You should be saying yes. I take full. What is it? Not accountability. What's the word? Stephanie, I think you are the word person here. What's the word I'm looking for? She should be tooting her own horn.
What?
Yeah, you should.
Oh.
Sorry, Stephanie. I was just jumping on Pamela's thing.
She's humble most of the time.
Most of the time, not all the time.
She's humble most of the time.
What happens with the other times?
Well, it's humans, but not humble 100%. It's a lie. We try to be like Jesus, but we're not Jesus. So,
True.
and when I say most of the time, it's probably maybe 80% out of them that she's humble. Oh, that's good. Yeah. You never told me that. No, I didn't want to tell you that. Okay.
Well, now it's come out for the whole world to hear.
Of course, I'm supposed to say this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's come out for the whole
so
world
she's
to
humble
hear.
most of the time.
And you, Stephanie, a bit about your hosting and your whatever it is that you're into?
Well, really, I'm going to talk about your sweat right now when I'm doing the interview. Wow, sorry. So my name is Stephanie Misozi Chibwe, and I'm born, as Pam mentioned. Like Pam, I've never really known how to answer who is Stephanie, because I feel like with each passing season, people change. So there's not really, I think any human should have a definition of who they are, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it limits your capabilities, your abilities, and like you're caging yourself. So I just like to tell my names and maybe tell my story a little bit, then tell who I am.
Yeah, because you don't want that person that you...
Than being a daughter.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like so fixated on who's who and whatnot. They never care to think about what the is all about. You understand what I mean? Like what makes the person happy, what helps the person's mental state, and so on. So I think that's, I'll come back to that before I digress. So this sister, a daughter, an aunt, a friend, a niece, a cousin, and obviously a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that one definitely later.
Yeah. So I feel like my best and truest hope, I think Pam would agree, and anyone that knows me, is that I love to think my truest and first most calling in life is that I'm a philanthropist.
Okay.
I find fulfillment in being a nurturer. From the time I was young, I've always to be in the ministry of charity. I've always done that from my money. Even before bodies, when I was young, when I go to church. Wow, never mind, Pam. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not only partners with Pam in business, but also in life as well.
That's good.
Yeah, but that's by default, because I really have no choice. Not in a bad way.
No, I think I understand what you mean, yes. I'm pretty sure Pam is giving you the evil look or something right now, right?
And then I love to... No, she's actually there, so trying to think. I don't know what she's fighting with the heat.
Oh, okay.
It's so hot, by the way, like it's extremely hot.
It is.
From what Pam and I did, she went in on what we do. We're in the fashion and industry, which is one of the toughest industries to act in because it's revolving every hour, if I must say. It's challenging, but it's fulfilling because it's something that's innate. It's not something that was pounced upon. So it brings us more fulfillment. It's not for us. It's not about the profit. It's about the transformation that we bring in women.
Yeah.
And now the men's lives, because we have a barber shop in the salon.
Oh wow. Okay.
So for us, it's more about transforming lives through what to do. Because people think fashion and beauty are all about vanity, but they do not understand what value it adds to a person's confidence and esteem. So that's what we're all about. We're more like the builder. We like to think of ourselves as the, how there's, what cartoon is that?
Bob the Builder. Yes. Bob the Builder.
Yeah. So we like to use our word to be Bob the Builders. In people's lives, because we see how women feel good after we've done their hair, they look lovely, their makeup is done, and also when they try on garments, and this is a winner, and how happy it makes them feel, and the feedback we get, fulfillment that we get with them. It's not about the profits that we're making from the business, but it's all about the passion that we put in and the passion we receive from our clients when we help them create it in the garments or in the hairstyles with service and so on. So it's more about, I think Pam and we can both agree that everything that we do in our lives comes from the pool of passion that it does from fame or fortune.
And a place of purpose also.
If you do something out of passion, everything else will follow.
It also sounds like you're coming from a place of purpose.
So other than the business.
Yes, sorry, you go on.
Yes. So it's more of our businesses are on purpose. They're driven by purpose and passion.
Okay, and that's kind of one of the questions I always. I hate these phone interviews because you never know when someone is going to chip in or not. So we'll talk over each other a little bit, but hopefully we'll get there. I wanted to just mention, like, one of the things that I always try and highlight is, what are you doing? So yes, it's a piece called Influential Africans, but you're not just influential because you've got a successful salon or you've got a successful career. What are you doing as a human being to make the world better, Africa better? And you guys are doing these things. You've just mentioned doing these things to make a difference in women's lives and now in men's lives, and coming from a place of purpose. This is exactly the type of thing I love. But one of the questions I always ask around that is, what legacy are you trying to build? What are you trying to leave in this world when you guys pass those girls, the Chibwe girls, where, well, there's a boy now, now that I know there's a brother somewhere, but the sister power, the Chibwe girls, what is it that you're trying to do with all these things? And you're trying to do things with a purpose, but what is it that you're trying to leave in this world when you pass? What do you want to be remembered for?
Okay, I can answer for you. You can answer myself. Wow. Okay, fine. Let me go first on that one, because recently only discovered this side of me, and I'd never asked myself that question only till you start getting older and you ask yourself, what do I want to be remembered as? So only a few months ago, I met someone who used to work with me. I never say for me, because for me, it's everyone I've worked with, it's been a team.
Yeah.
So she recently was telling me, came and, Pam, I just want to thank you for teaching me how to run a business and to give me a skill, because through you, I educated my child.
Oh, wow.
And my child went to school. And my child, So it was then I sat down, and I think I realized who I am to society in some people's lives. So for that reason, it made me to even harder and instill into people's lives. I cannot change everybody's life, but the few that I can, I give them 100%. I give them the ability to stand on their own feet and to realize how great and how amazing will come if they are committed to believing in what they want to do. And today I had a very, very touching experience that I would love to share.
Please do. Yeah.
Obviously, Beauty Gardens has moved to East Park the past 1 month. And my crew that I have today, that I'm working with, is the crew that I worked with 6 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
And it was to that point when they said they wanted to come back and work with me, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I did good for them. Otherwise, they would never want me.
Exactly.
Who am I?
Yes.
Can I continue this? Can I empower them more?
Yes.
And today I had a very moving testimony of one of the girls. I won't mention the name. One girl, she works with us, and of course we have got the supervisor, Blessing, who obviously makes sure that she's there first, and then reports what time the girls arrived and so on, and so they're clean and all that. So today she told me something when I sat and I was trying to relax, and she told me, Pam, today you remember what I'm always telling you, that this lady always comes on time no matter what. When you send me to ZRA or I'm doing other things, she's the one that the keys to come and open. Today, Pam, I was she walked from Chibwe to East Park.
Oh my word.
Because she did not have transport money, but she came to work.
Wow. Okay.
That for me. That's for me.
That is moving. That is.
If that is not commitment, then I don't know what commitment is.
True. No, that is, and you've touched on 3 things that I just want to. You mentioned you can't change everybody's life, and I don't think the expectation, and that's one of the things we human beings, we like to make these grand big gestures to make a difference in hundreds of lives, but even making a difference in one life is a lot. And the second thing that you mentioned is around putting 100%. First of all, helping someone else. As people, it's not something that comes easy, because we're always looking out for number one, and then when you do help someone else, most people will kind of give like 50% or like 70% if even, and they think that's a good. But to say that you're giving 100% at all times to helping other people, or to giving yourself to other people, that is, I mean, that's the reason we're on earth, for Pete's sake. There's no other better reason than that. That's how we cheer each other on until we pass on. But that's moving.
I would rather give 100% to one person who is paying attention than give 5% to people who are not even paying attention and do anything with it.
Yeah, true. That is very true. And the testimony in your work that you've done is that these ladies will come back after so many years and still say, Pam, we want to work with you or for you, whichever it is, but we want to be in work with you guys. It's a huge testament, honestly. You should be touched. And you can pat yourself on the back. Well, not yet, but yeah.
No, not yet. More page. It never ends. It's an end.
Exactly. I think it's our obligation.
We are all here to be there for each other. So.
Exactly. It's our obligation to be there for each other and to make each other's lives better. It doesn't end until the day we pass on. So yeah, we can't stop and give ourselves pats on the back.
Exactly.
Type of thing. And you, Stephanie, around your legacy?
You will remember me.
Yeah.
Before I get to my legacy, I want to tell my sister's legacy. Like humble most of the time, and sometimes person doing the arts never really gets to see or understand how much of an impact they're making on other people's lives. I can guarantee you that more of today in Lusaka that are also doing, or some of the hairdressers that you know of today have been a product of Pam's skill input in their lives.
Oh, wow.
And the good thing with most of them is that they're very appreciative to that Pam instilled in them without a fee. This is a skill that people would charge.
Yeah.
But Pam instilled in a lot of people that came without knowing nothing to basic skills, and she taught them to a point where they became the best version of themselves. And that's how Pam is. She will push you until you get to a point where you have no choice but to actually do what you want to do.
Yes.
I would say her legacy would be that she did leave an impact in people's lives, not only in a way that she inspired them, but she also groomed them to be able to do that which she set out to do.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yes, so she actually taught them skills that they are able to transfer into improving their own lives.
Yes.
Basically, yes.
Yes, improving her own lives. So she's actually changed lives through the skills she was blessed with, and she offered that blessing to her. She didn't just keep that blessing to herself. She allowed God as a vessel to pass on his blessings.
Yeah.
So I think that's Pam's legacy. And another thing that I would touch on her type of legacy is how she empowered me. Most people are usually not empowered by their own family members. It's very few people.
Yep.
Especially someone like your sister. Your parent, it's guaranteed they'll empower you, but your siblings,
Yes.
they usually feel like it's not their role to empower you. But my sister empowered, and my young sister as well. So I am who I am today because of the empowerment that my sister bestowed on me. I'm able to tell my story today because she wrote me as part of her story.
Pam,
I think that's what I want to touch on her legacy.
She sounds like a superwoman.
I know Pam, I don't want to find any.
Okay.
So coming back to me.
Yes.
I think Pam will tell you that for me, I wish I could help everyone in the world. I know it's impossible, but I try to help as many people as I can. I want people to remember me as someone who brought a bit of change or something to someone's life.
Yeah.
If I must be honest, I don't share food, but yeah.
Wow, you draw the line at food.
But I share everything.
Okay.
I share everything. I mean, I can buy you your own portion of food. But
Just don't touch my food. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
No, just don't touch my food. Yeah, so I just want to be known as who try to bring some happiness and also who try people's lives or manage to change a few lives. That's what I want to be known as.
And that's a huge thing, though. It's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing small, and especially with people now in the world who just take and take. I think I kind of tend to have a character like yours, where I'm trying to help and I'm always trying to be nice, but I find myself drawing back to myself when people, they just keep taking or they reject you, and I'm like, okay, do I really want to be this person? Maybe I should change. But then I default back to the same me, and there I go again, putting myself and my heart on my sleeve and going back. Yeah. So it's not a small, that's a huge legacy, eh? I mean, legacies are not just material or skills-wise.
Thank you.
How you... What?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that last one.
No, she's agreeing with you. Pam's agreeing with you that sounds more. Pam was agreeing with you.
Oh.
Like, it may sound more. Very, very true. It's something huge.
Yeah, it's very huge. Putting your heart out there every day for people to hurt you, and hey, people will hurt you, but still doing it because you believe in what you want to do, or you believe in making someone's life a little bit better. Yeah, no, that is huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge, and I am in awe. Okay, so we've spoken a bit about your legacy. We've spoken a bit about your legacy, about you guys. What is the future looking like for Pamela and Stephanie Chibwe, their sister duo? Or is it trio? Yeah. I
We
mean,
want to penetrate through. We are working on. We are currently working on our online store.
okay.
We want the closet boutique to grow. So big that we want to penetrate through South Africa and have a something more.
Yes.
I know that's too much to dream, but hey,
No, I love
we
it.
have to dream.
Santon Mo, yes, I love it. I mean, what is it that your dreams are not big enough if they don't scare
So
you?
if it means us, exactly.
Yeah.
If it means us putting 5 garments in one of the stores, we will do it. And we are coming for you guys there.
Oh, please come, please. We are looking forward. I mean, your fashion is absolutely great. Honestly, I look at this. I've actually been in your shop, and I was like, where are those two sisters? I don't know who I met in the shop. It was some young girl, clearly works there as your assistant. And I was like, where are those two ladies? And she was like, no, they are by the salon. This was last year when you guys were still, I think, in North Mid. And I was like, damn it, but I just wanted to see them.
Yes.
But your clothes are amazing.
Oh,
and
wow. Thank you.
yeah, the quality as well. I mean, the fact that you make
Thank you so much. And
yeah, the quality is absolutely great, and the fact that you are doing this, but you're doing this so well that you're not compromising on your quality. I mean, I've seen your Beauty Garden Salon Lounge. That is a mouthful. You don't want to like make it smaller. But anyway, the hair that I see on your Insta, everything
thank you.
is like to such standards. What is the motivation around? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a rhetorical question, and like, yeah, but you guys don't just do something, you do it to a certain standard. For someone out there coming into business, it doesn't matter if it's this type of business, what would your advice be around that?
For me, as Pamela, who I'm the buyer, I think it's being creative enough and giving a client something will last them forever and will change their lives in a small item like a good dress that will last forever, and they can pass it on to their children and their children will their children's children.
Yeah.
When we close my eyes and when I talk to Steph about such things, we agree. It has to last.
Yes.
You know, that in itself is our number one motive. We want, when you buy something from us, you are able to wear it so many times that if when your daughter is 18, you can say, you know what, I bought this dress 20 years ago from Le Closet Boutique. You can wear it on your anniversary or pass it on, and then your daughter on to there. So just that short story, I think in being in our clients' lives and touching them like that is number one motivation. So when we sit down and create, and I tell Steph, listen, I've come up with, and she will go, Pam, no, no. Imagine that in 20 years, is it going to make sense?
Oh.
This dress in this color, no, looks cheap. What do you think? Is the sneaks too much? Is
Yeah.
it too, you know? So before we do all the buying and all that, we sit down agree on what is right for the image of the boutique as well.
Okay.
And if you create the future for it.
That's very important. I think I've seen, not even I think I've seen, but there's clothes that my mom used to wear that have come back into fashion, and I'm like, okay, this was a good buy, mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
No.
I hope that answers the motivation to work.
Yes, absolutely. I think the key thing there being that don't just create or don't just go into business for the sake of making money now. It should add value, and not just add value today. It should have a longer lasting value than something that will only last like 2 or 3 years or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. This was great.
If you're gonna charge something, it should be on.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, thank you so much.
Any last thing?
Finally.
Oh no, wait. We didn't talk about we didn't talk about Stephanie's love life that she mentioned earlier.
Oh, yes. Wow.
You did bring it upon yourself.
About my love life. Wow, Papi. Sorry?
You brought it upon yourself, Steph.
Well, happy to privacy. I mean, but I'm not gonna keep my partner sick,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yes, I am seeing stuff.
Okay, that's good. And here I was with 3 handsome brothers.
It's like she is seeing someone.
Oh, okay. I think
Oh, you have brothers.
I have 3 handsome brothers, and I was like, look, great looking women. And yeah, you've just killed my dream of being my mlamus here.
Oh no, shame. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, so very much. It was great chatting. I knew I was going to laugh, and I really, really enjoyed this. I've actually had a very long day, but this has revived me. Yeah. Oh, are you still looking for the stools?
Thank you so much for having us. It's been such an honor. Yeah, I was still looking for the stool, you know.
Okay.
Oh, Pam found it.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
All right. No, thank you so much,
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah.
Privileged one here to.
No, but you're doing such an amazing. You've taken an initiative, you know. So kudos to you for that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, Pam.
Okay. All right.